WSSB, Girl TV. Hi, I'm Peyton.
And I'm Michaela.
Welcome to WSSB, Girl TV, where we're strong, smart, and bold.
This week we highlight some of the amazing women from the Sarasota Naturally Festival.
Zandy interviews Dr. Pamela Robbins and learns all about acupuncture.
Payne checks out a kitten from the Cat Depot with Corey Roscoe.
Star interviews Kimberly Braun, the festival organizer.
And Michelle has fun with a story on softball.
Just like the girls here at Girls Inc., these women are strong, smart, and bold.
Hi, I'm Zandy. Today I'm here with Miss Pamela Robbins. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. First, please tell us exactly what it is that you do.
Well, I'm actually an acupuncture physician, a doctor of oriental medicine. I practice looking after people's whole body from head to toe in a natural way.
Miss Pamela, can you please tell our girls what acupuncture is?
That is interesting. I want to first ask you, how much time do you have? Acupuncture, actually, to put it very simply, is actually a physician's way of tapping into the energies of the body. Now, our body have basic 12, I would call them like superhighways from head to toe, okay? And what we do as acupuncture physicians, we actually use sterilized needles to be able to go to various different, what we call acupuncture points, to tap into those energies, to either help to open up those superhighways if they get into a traffic jam, for example. Okay, so we help them to clear those superhighways so that our body can actually learn how to heal itself by bringing energy from head to toe. So it's a way of helping the body heal itself, because our body actually has an incredible ability to do that. It is one of those things that I want to make sure, and I want to tell everyone, do not try this at home. It is not just taking a safety pin or a paper clip and poke at different areas. If you want to try or learn about acupuncture, please do see a professional like myself to go find out a little bit more. And it's great, just try it. Now, before I even get any further, one of the things I wanted to share with everyone who's actually watching this, the clinic that I am in, the Longevity Wellness Clinic, will actually be having an event, in this particular event right here, if you can see. And this is Sarasota Naturally, and it will be this on Saturday, November the 10th. It's on Main Street. So come join us and have some fun. There'll be a lot of various different vendors out there. You're going to have a great day. There are also various different events that are going out there. So come check us out, okay?
How did you become interested in working in your field?
It started actually as I was a child, but during that time I got interested in working in Western medicine. And as I worked in Western medicine field for a little while, got a little tired of looking and seeing people how they're not taking care of their health, because I keep seeing the same people all the time. And so I decided to go back to my roots and work more in a prevention style.
What kind of schooling or training do you need for your job?
You actually, in my profession, to become an acupuncture physician, at least in the state of Florida, you would need to have at least a master's degree. And in that kind of training, depending on the schools you go to, it ranges between 3 to 3.5 years of graduate work.
Is your job fun? What do you like about it?
My job can be fun. I guess it all depends on how you define fun, okay? It is very rewarding to be able to see people finally understand and grasp a glimpse of how they can take care of their health, because even though breathing is a little bit overrated, but it's also nice to see that when people finally able to breathe when they cannot breathe, or when they have a lot of pain in various different areas, and finally they're free of pain. So that's the rewarding part of it.
What is the hardest part of your job?
the hardest part actually is to be able to help people understand that we have this body and this is all we have, and to help people, teach people to change their lifestyle in baby steps. And that is the hardest part for me.
If you could change one thing about what you do, what would it be?
You know, that's actually a difficult question because there are a lot of things that I would not change.
Okay.
There are some things that I would change in terms of how I can help people to see their lives a little differently and to help them to understand how productive their lives can be. Now, how can I help them change? Again, it's little baby steps, and that is tough.
Do you have to wear a uniform?
Generally, not really. This is what I wear in the clinic, and sometimes you see me a little bit less formal, but between scrubs to what I am right now.
Okay. What are a few of your career goals?
There are several different things. Right now is to be able to advance in different specialties, because in the field of, I practice acupuncture, so I'm not sure if you've had that before. Have you had that before? Okay, you should try that. Okay. In the field of acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine, it can be very general. That means I would see patients from those that have headaches all the way to women who wants to have babies that cannot, and to elderlies who are dealing with heart disease and diabetes, and to broken shoulders, etc. So my goal is to be able to hone in on some specialties. One of the things I'm looking into is gynecological. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay. It means a lot of women issues. Okay, all the ailments that come, all the different type of sickness that come with women, and also in the field of endocrinology, meaning all the hormones and why do women have mood swings and things like that.
What was your first job?
Wow, that sounds quite a long time ago. My first job outside the home, okay, I've dealt in several different areas, but my first job that I can remember outside the home that I have was actually working in the hospital. That is in my field. That's where my Western training came in. I was in the world of cardiology.
What is your favorite thing to do outside of work?
What's my favorite thing to do outside of work? If I have an opportunity, I would love to read. The other thing that if I have an opportunity, I would love to play table tennis. Do you know what that is? Yeah, a good game. It's very, very exhilarating.
Who is your role model?
I have actually several role models in my life. I have grandparents who were actually physicians themselves. I also have a mother who actually was a midwife, and she was a midwife for many, many years, meaning that she helped deliver babies. Okay, that's her specialty. And I come from a family where Chinese medicine is very predominant, so I grew up with formulas from my grandfather. So I do have a lot of role models through life as to this direction that I'm going into, or that I am in.
Any thoughts or advice you have for our girls here at Girls Inc.?
One of the thoughts that I would have is to believe in yourself, that you can do anything, to know that it doesn't matter. Math and sciences are not just for the boys. Okay, they can grasp anything in terms of from simple biology to space aeronautic science to very difficult science. It really doesn't matter. It is not the difficulty of the subject. Is here and here. To have confidence in yourself, because you can go anywhere and you can fly.
You heard it all here today for Girl TV. I'm Zandy. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm Peyton. Welcome to Girl TV. Today I will be interviewing Corey Roscoe, the Volunteer and Education Coordinator of Cat Depot. Hi, thanks for joining us.
Hi, it's my pleasure to be here.
Can you explain to us, to our viewers, what Cat Depot does, what it is, and any other information about it?
Absolutely. Cat Depot is a nonprofit organization. We are a free roaming cat-only facility. We do adoptions, we have a resource center, an education center, and we even have our own rescue team.
How long have you been a part of the Cat Depot staff?
Well, you know, Peyton, I've only been with Cat Depot for just one short year. It really feels like I've been there with the amount of work that we've done. It really feels like I've been there quite longer.
What do you do in your job?
Well, as the volunteer manager and the education manager, I wear a few hats at Cat Depot, and I love them both. For the education side, I get to work with young people like you. And this summer we had a critter camp, and some of the Girls Incorporated girls attended our camp. For the volunteer side of my job, I love working with a variety of people, young people, adults, and even senior citizens who dedicate countless hours of their time every week at Cat Depot.
About how many cats and kittens do you currently have at Cat Depot?
It's a great question. On any given day, we have probably close to 120, 130 cats, and every size, every color, every kind you could imagine.
Is your job fun?
Well, you know, sometimes it could be tough. As you could imagine, it's quite a fun job. I get to work with lots of kitties, and you know what? The people make it fun as well.
Where did you work before Cat Depot?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, I've always worked with animals. Every career I've had since college has been working with animals. My most recent job was in Ohio with a group called Mercy for Animals, and we advocated for farmed animals.
What were some reasons you chose to work at Cat Depot?
Well, like I said, I've always worked with animals and always loved them. And I heard about Cat Depot, and it was an opportunity for me to continue my love of animals, my love of nonprofit work, my love of working with young people, and I was able to put all three of those in one big job, and so I got very lucky to come to Cat Depot.
Did you have to go through any special training or schooling to get to this job?
Well, you know what? One of the biggest things that anyone could do to prepare themselves for working with animals is volunteering. Before I had a job with animals, I volunteered at my local animal shelter, and that really is a great way for anyone to gain the experience being around animals and in a shelter environment.
What are some obstacles you have come to when working at Cat Depot, and how have you overcome them?
Well, I would say one of the obstacles is you kind of have to be okay with cat fur as an accessory and get a good lint roller. That's probably one. But the other is, I'm with so many cats all day long, I want to adopt them all.
Yeah.
So one of my hazards is trying to pass up the temptation of taking them all home.
How many hours do you work a day?
You know, it varies. Some days I put in a normal work day, like most professionals, but some days I'm there a little bit longer. I guess for me, since it's something that I'm passionate about, as long as it takes. As long as it takes.
How is your job different from other jobs?
Well, when I get stressed out at work, do you ever have a day that you're kind of stressed out at school? Yeah, right, all of us do. Well, when I get stressed out at work, I could leave my office, walk to the cat, walk around to see the cats, and walk into one of the cat rooms and spend some time with the cats and kittens. And I don't think many people have that opportunity at their job to walk around the corner and kind of de-stress with cats. So, kind of different.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell the viewers about Cat Depot?
Well, Cat Depot participates in different community events, and coming up in November, on Saturday, November 10th, Cat Depot will have an educational booth at Sarasota Naturally Festival in downtown Sarasota. So if you're going to be out at the festival, and I hope that you all make it, please stop by the Cat Depot table. You could see me and maybe one of my cat friends.
Thanks so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and today I'm going to share some interesting facts about softball. Softball is a fun sport that has an interesting beginning in history. Softball was first introduced on Thanksgiving Day in 1887 at a college football game. A man from Yale threw a boxing glove at the other team after the game was done. A fan from Harvard hit the glove away with a broom handle. A game of indoor baseball began as a result. George Hancock, part of the Howard and Yale graduates who were in Chicago that day to hear the score of the annual football game, made a large softball by taking a boxing glove and tying it. The ball was caught barehanded since it was soft and didn't need gloves like those used in baseball. He made a small baseball diamond with chalk, and the game began. The game lasted an hour and ended with a score of 41-40. Today, softball is played around the world. Softball can also help keep you healthy and fit, can build self-confidence and team skills. Softball was played for the first time in the Olympics in 1996. The U.S. women teams have been world champion for 3 times. Wow! Some girls who do well playing in high school and get good grades can receive scholarships to college. From Girl TV, this is Michelle. Bye!
Hi, my name is Star, and I'm here to tell you about a woman you may know, and he's here right now, Kimberly Braun. Miss Kimberly is interested in the world and a lot of other things. And now for questions. What exactly do you do? Is it complicated?
Thanks for asking, Star. Actually, it's really simple. Most of my work is teaching meditation, and I teach different styles of meditation. And what I do is I help people to sit very still and to relax, and then to be fully present to everything that's around them. So while it's very simple, it's a hard thing to do. So it's not complicated, but it's hard because it's hard for us to just allow our minds to be still and our bodies to be still.
That is extremely cool. How did you become interested in working in your field?
When I was little, I lived in Ohio, and I used to walk home from school. I was only 5 or 6 years old. It was like kindergarten or first grade. And when I would walk home from school, I remember in the autumn, the leaves would be falling. They'd be different colors, and the wind would just begin to pick up, and the air would smell like the color of the leaves falling. And it felt like a dance to me. And I used to dance with nature, like all the way home. And what happened is I was dancing with nature, it made me really happy. And I remember one time I was standing there and I was so happy, and I felt in complete harmony with everything around me. And in that harmony, I didn't know it then, there was a stillness inside of me. But what I did know, even if I didn't identify it then, is I did know that I wanted to have that type of joy all my life, and I wanted to help other people have that kind of joy. So meditation is a way that helps people have that kind of joy.
Right. And is your job fun? Do you like what you do?
My job is a blast. You wouldn't think so, right? Like if we are sitting in a room and everyone's got their eyes closed, that's very much fun at all. But it is so much fun, because what happens is after we'll spend time together like that, everyone comes to a place where they've let go of any worries that they have, or any concerns, or things that were stressing them out, or maybe even painful memories. It will all be lifted away. And I love that connection because it's a heart to heart.
Kind of like a force field, and it's filled with all your happy thoughts, and the force field is keeping out everything horrible in life.
Yes, very much like that.
And what is your favorite part of your job?
I think it's the connection with the people. I feel that it happens on a very deep level, and every time I work with someone in that way, we remain lifelong friends. So even now in Sarasota, I would say I have about 8,000, 10,000 lifelong friends, just because we've connected on that deep level.
Wow. What is the hardest part of your job?
The hardest part of my job is probably trusting myself, because I'm there to be a friend to people on their own journeys, And it's always a new mystery walking with another person on what their life experience is, what their memories are, what their lifestyles are right now. And I love that, and that's very easy. But sometimes I just hope that I'm being a true friend to them. And so sometimes I build in a little bit of, am I doing my part here by just being present with them? You never know what you're going to encounter because we are a mystery, just like you're a mystery to me.
Do you have to wear a uniform?
Not at all. Not at all. I can wear very flowy clothes. Lots of times I wear like lots of bright colors and comfortable flowy clothes.
Pajamas to work. What was your first job?
My first job. Do you mean when I was an adult or when I was still living with my parents? What my first job was?
It could be whatever kind of first job you would like to.
I think my first job was taking care of my first little dog, Smokey. I called him Smokey White Paws because I liked the Native American take on things, so I thought White Paws was kind of a cool name. And he was a peekapoo, part Pekingese and part poodle. And taking care of him was my first big job.
That just reminded me because my mom, when she was young, her dad, my grandpa, had a dog named Smokey, and he was white.
Oh,
I have a picture of him.
Yeah.
Have you been working at your job long?
I have. Well, since I loved it from a very young age, all my life has been about that job. When I graduated high school, I was going to college, but at the same time, I worked with the poor and the homeless in California, and we worked with meditation and prayer and helping them come to a really still place. And then I was a nun in a monastery for close to 11 years, and there I lived in silence and meditated every day. And even in the night, we'd get up at midnight to chant and to be in the silence and prayer. And then when I left, I got my master's in it all, and I lead retreats and workshops. So I would say as an adult, I probably have been doing it about 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard about that. What are a few of your career goals?
Well, this would probably be a good chance to bring in something else I'm doing right now. But my long-term career goal is I'm right in the middle of finishing a book. And my intention is to do a lot of traveling and public speaking. So right now I do what I love locally, and my intention is long-term is to travel all around the world doing that, where people can be inspired and live from a greater place of joy. But what helps me do that is building community too, and so I'm the director of 2 festivals in town.
Wow.
Have you ever been to a festival?
Yes, in fact, I just went to the Pumpkin Festival.
And was it fun?
Yes.
Yeah, what's fun about a festival?
Is that you can get out of your house, the lemonade's fresh, and there's just like a lot of space and things and a lot of fun to do. It's like this next, that next, or that next.
Right. It's like a huge party that takes up a lot of space. That's what I love about festivals too. And when I first moved here to Sarasota, I met so many amazing people that are experts at what they do, and I thought, I want everybody in the community to know about them. So I'm going to make a festival, a big party, and they're all there, and they offer a little sample of what they do, and then people like you could come and you can just try all of those different new things.
Wow.
And it would be fun. And the next one that I'm doing is on November 10th, and it's to benefit Girls Inc. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can you tell me a little about the festival?
I can. Well, first of all, the name is Sarasota Naturally. So last year I did a festival called Celebrate Wellness Fest that benefited Girls Inc. as well. And I've done that festival for 3 years. This festival I'm the new director of. And it's a big green living, holistic health and wellness event downtown. So we take up all of Main Street. We block off the streets with big barricades and signs, and we fill up Main Street. We fill up what's called 5 Points Park, which is a big park near Selby Library. And after the farmers market, we'll take up Lemon Avenue as well. And we'll draw together probably about 100 different businesses devoted to green living, technology, holistic alternatives to health and wellness, pet adoption. Just earlier we interviewed Corey, who's with the Cat Depot. I will also have Give Me Shelter for Pets and a Dalmatian Rescue with animals for adoption there as well. And it's very family oriented. So I'm going to have the Little Pilgrim School, 40 Carrots, Girls Inc. will be there. There'll be crafts and hooping and a spider jump and a fire truck and a hopscotch tournament.
Ooh.
And the prize for winning the hopscotch tournament is $300 to ride our bikes. But every registration for the hopscotch goes 100% to Girls Inc. So I'm trying to get 200, all ages, boys or girls, men or women, registered so that we can give $2,000 to Girls Inc. through the hopscotch.
Wow.
Is that not cool?
I love that. That's
Yeah.
really cool. I love to do hopscotch. I've gotten actually pretty fast to it.
Great, you have to register. I'll give you a registration after this interview. So, well, it's November 10th. That's the second Saturday in November, and it happens that year every year. This is the 5th one. It goes from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and I have live music till 9 p.m. And along with all the businesses, the downtown stores are offering all sorts of specials. Girls Inc. will be right at Lemon and Main. And I don't know if you know this yet, but you're actually making muffins for all of the exhibitors that are there.
Wow.
So we'll be giving them muffins. But you can come down and learn from amazing, pioneering, cutting-edge experts in green living and sustainability and health and wellness here. And I'm the director of all that. So it's like pulling together about 10 different parties all at once. We expect over 10,000 people to come. Do you know how many 10,000 people is?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of people. So come out, and the website is www.sarasotanaturally.com, or you can call me if you have information at 284-3036.
Wow, now that is a lot of information. I'm Star with our female guest, Kimberly Braun, reporting from WSSB Girls TV. Goodbye for now.